You're very welcome back. Now, when it comes to buying clothes for going out, it can be tricky to justify in terms of cost per wear. And thanks to social media, many outfits are a wear once and send them to the back of the wardrobe. So thankfully, stylist Laura Jordan has joined us with some extremely versatile looks. Laura, good morning.
Good morning.
We're talking this morning about outfits that we can wear but re-wear again in different ways.
Yes, because there is nothing worse than a piece you wear, you look forward to wearing it, you go to a social occasion, people taking photographs, and then you feel, oh gosh, I don't know how I'm going to wear that again. And a lot of time when I look at people's wardrobes, the dead money is the pieces that are bought for social occasions and aren't worn again.
Yeah, and so they're often the most expensive pieces in your wardrobe as well.
When you spend a chunk of money on like an outfit for a wedding or something that's quite formal, you say, oh gosh, that's sitting there now. I wish I'd had that money to spend on a winter coat, a pair of boots. So how do we bring these pieces in and be smart about looking well for the evening, but also have some consciousness of, okay, I can rewear this again, and it's smart in terms of the purchases.
Okay, well, Sarah is our first model. Yes. And you know, if you look at the likes of very chic French or Italian women, they rewear stuff all the time, Laura, don't they?
And that's the thing I think we need to take from the European model is the idea of smartness, chicness, and buying classic pieces that aren't very trend focused and allow you then to be able to work them in multiple times.
And they take you anywhere.
Yes, and they don't date. So this piece here is inspired by the idea of going from work to dinner or work to a bar. And this, I love the kind of, it's got the Chanel vibe to it, that jacket that's from dress.ie, and we've paired it with the dress underneath it, which has a 3/4 sleeve. It's got the nice plunge, but again, it's smart and it is a little bit sexy, it's tailored, but it's got that elegance to it, which is what we want in terms of balancing that look nicely. We put delicate jewellery works well with this. You don't want anything that's too over the top in terms of your accessories, because you have the sparkle in terms of the buttons on the jackets. We've just gone for a really simple rose gold plated piece from Rox Jewellers, and again, just those knots in it, they're classic and they fit in with the style of the look for that regard. And then as we go down through it, it's important as well, if we're going work to the bar or work to dinner, you're likely in your shoes all day, so you want to have a good bit of support in those. And even the detail here, as we see in the jacket, it's got that kind of, it's even got the fleck at the side, which is just sort of nicely finished, and it just mirrors, which is very important, the length of the dress. So if you're buying a dress such as this, it has to be just below the knee to give it that elegance. So something that's quite fitted, you want a bit of length to balance that, which is important.
And it's never going to date. There is sleeves in that dress, is there?
There is indeed, a 3/4 length, you can see them there, which is ideal as well. So you don't have to put a jacket with it. It's ideal for meetings. A lot of people say, I can't have bare shoulders for meetings, so that works beautifully. And it's ideal then bringing it to the evening time. It's just for someone who likes that classic, elegant look. And the court shoes as well, an absolute staple. Those guys there from Vienna Shoes, and they have a hidden soft platform in them, which just give a little bit of support.
Oh, I love that cushion.
Yes, I was literally feeling them where it's like, oh, they're so soft inside. Very, very important for a day on the feet and an evening on the feet as well.
Of course, especially if you don't have the opportunity to change them from day to night. So we're not forgetting the lads' mic is here.
Not at all. So what we have here is your classic navy suit. Again, something that can go from work to weekend to social. This is the thing we're keeping an eye on. And again, we're looking at the layers involved in something such as this. So we have the overcoat, then we have the suit jacket, then we have the waistcoat. So you need to make sure that the fit is good when you have multiple layers on a look such as this. And again, there's a little bit of brightness in the tie, just gives us that bit of pop of colour. You need that at some point. You don't want to forget it when we go to the autumn-winter concept. And even the shoes that we have, the navy, that just mixes and matches in with it. So if you're needing a suit for an evening occasion or for wedding, christening, etc., it's something to consider, a piece that can be reworn multiple times by just changing the tie and pocket square with it. So it does give you that option to it. And the price point on this, it's from McElhenny Snathboy, I think it's a fair price, which I think is very important when you're purchasing suits, because they can really go from one extreme to the other. This is a good cut, good finish, and our watch as well to complement it nicely from Rox Jewellers. That burgundy fabric finish on the strap, I think, is a nice alternative to a leather as well if you're just looking for something a little different. And those Daniel Weddington pieces do interchangeable straps.
And lovely navy shoes.
Yes, which is kind of unusual to see that navy patent finish in a shoe, because typically we go for the burgundy, we go for the tan colour shoe with a navy suit. So it's actually nice to have, and they would be gorgeous with a pair of jeans as well. So that's what we're looking at. How do we buy something that we wear regularly, and it's not just money, that we don't say, these are my suit shoes, and that's the end of them. We want to be able to move them into lots of different outfits in the wardrobe.
Of course. And navy, I always think, is so much softer on the skin.
It is, and particularly, like, men don't have fake tan and makeup that we have, so we need to look at how to soften on the complexion, and navy is the suit colour that sells out every time.
It's kinder, isn't it?
Yes, it is indeed. A good
now we have Ursula here.
So we've gone for something with a little bit of pop of glamour for an evening. This is from Coralie Boutique in Fermoy in Cork, a relatively new store, and they have a lovely range of interesting pieces if you're looking to stand out. What I like about this is demure length, beautiful detailing on it at the right place, because it's cinching in at the waist, which is what we want to do, create that waist, and it's soft at the bust as well, and just adding some detail to it. And again, we spotted this colour yesterday on Kate Middleton at the Royal Wedding, so I think it's going to be a very popular colour for the next couple of months ahead. And again, just sits beautifully. And what we've done is we've paired it with simple jewellery, so we can't have anything too harsh with this because it is a delicate fabric, and we've just put a little stud in the ear and then down to that delicate fall in the neck piece, which you could also wear over woolen. So again, not just buying jewellery for nighttime either, seeing how it will work in and sit and wear for lots of different items in the wardrobe. And then it just literally, great for someone who says, again, I want some softness for the top of the arms, and for someone with a bust that wants to just give, you want to give skin at the top half, so you don't want to be too boxed up. And our shoes then, I love these shoes because they have the multi-tones in them. They have the gold, the silver, the rose gold, the pewter. So they'll match everything, yeah. And they also come with a shoe clip, which I haven't popped on here because the colour we have is better without, because it's the lot detail on the dress, but they come in the packet and you just change them up so the shoe looks different when you put the clip on the front for a little bit.
So they work a little bit harder for you.
Which is what we want, exactly. Yeah,
now, Laura, you're going to stay with us?
I am indeed, yeah.
So 3 more later on?
Yeah.
Thanks a million. Right, stay with us for more Weekend AM after the break.